My speech is about not drinking and driving, and what I want to persuade my audience today is that drinking and driving is dangerous not only to themselves but to others as well. Taking into consideration Yanira Ramirez, she's a mother of 2 kids, but who would have thought that she's doing about 10 years in prison for the murder of Pauline Samantha Poyet. So how many of you have at some point driven when consuming alcohol? Or how many of you have driven even by just having one? But how many of you have driven in the same vehicle as a drunk driver? What I hope to convince you of today is that drinking and driving is dangerous, even if you only have one. Hopefully you'll consider in having a designated driver. So let's go ahead and go over first the average of how many people drink alcohol in the United States. Overall, America is deeply influenced in the consumption of alcohol, and because of it, 50% of all driving fatalities are caused by alcohol. Statistics show that 56% of students in grades 5 to 12 say that alcohol advertising makes them want to drink or even want to try alcohol itself. In average, America consumes 2.5 gallons of beer, 2 gallons of wine, and 1.5 gallons of other liquor each year. Each year, students spend about $5.5 billion in alcohol. That's compared to what they spend for soft drinks, coffee, milk, juice, and even books combined. Each year, the liquor industry advertises about $2 billion in alcohol advertisements to encourage the alcoholic consumption. With all the advertisements of alcohol, because of it, alcohol is the #1 drug problem in America. There has been escalation on alcohol abuse while driving under the influence, and in the United States, every 30 minutes, someone is killed in an alcoholic-related traffic accident. This is Charlotte Blackburn, and she was 17 years old, and she was killed walking home. This is Ryan Elmer, and he was 20 years old when he became the murderer of Charlotte Blackburn, and he was convicted for 8 years in prison. Regardless of the age or how long you have been driving, while under the influence, your senses are not the same. Now that we have given the examples and gone over the dangers of driving while under the influence, let's look at some ways to make this issue better. Having a designated driver can really change the risks of a possible fatality involving alcohol. First, when there is a designated driver, there will be someone that is fully conscious of all of their senses and will help them drive better. Second, while having a designated driver, you will have a certainty that there is someone there that is able to take care of you and physically avoid you getting hurt or hurting others. We have gone over the dangers of driving while under the influence, and I have gone over how alcohol is portrayed in today's customers. What advertisers do not advertise are the consequences of driving while under the influence. This is a picture of a car that was taken after an accident involving a drunk driver. It got hit by a semi-truck. And this is one of the most decent ones I could find. Another thing, also, we have gone over ways to prevent any more traffic accidents while being intoxicated. The most simple one of all is don't drink and drive. Taking into consideration the case of 17-year-old Charlotte Blackburn ended up because of a drunk driver, hopefully next time you get behind the wheel, you'll think twice before turning on the motor.